Unit 1, Formative 2, Day 7. Today we're going to be working with literal equations, and what I mean by this is formulas. So let's get started. So it says solve the equation for the specified variable. So this first one says A equals BCD, and we want to solve for C. If you look at the right side, the B, the C, and the D are all multiplied. Okay, so just like normal solving, we know opposite of multiplying is dividing. Okay, so to move the B and the D to the other side, we would need to undo that by dividing the B and the D. So divide it to the other side. Now, because these are just letters, we can't actually do anything with it, so we leave it as A over B, D. And now the B's are gone, the D's are gone, and you're left with just C. So once you have the variable that they asked for by itself, you're done. Let's try another. Alright, number 2, solve the equation for the specified variable. This one says m equals n minus p, and we want to solve for n. So we're trying to get n by itself. If you look at the n, it's with the minus p. So to move that to the other side, opposite of subtraction is addition. So we need to add the p to the other side. And if we do that, we get m plus p equals, the p's are gone, you're left with n. Again, we have n by itself, and that's what they asked for. So we're finished. Let's try another one. This last one says V equals 1/3 LW. Okay, so we want to solve for L. We want to get L by itself. Now this one has a number in it, so we need to get rid of that first. So 1/3, remember that line actually means divide. So to undo 1/3, you're actually going to times both sides by 3. So on the left side, you're going to get 3V. The 1/3 and the timesing by 3 are going to cancel each other out. So you have 3V equals L times W. Now we want to get L by itself, so we still have that W, and since they're multiplied, undo that, we were going to divide. So our final answer will be 3V divided by W equals, over here the W's cancel, and you get L. Alright, so that's solving for a literal equation. Let's try some word problems. This one says the polar stratospheric clouds are colorful clouds that form when temperatures fall below -78 degrees Celsius. What is the temperature in Fahrenheit? The formula for temperature is F equals 9/5 C plus 32. Okay, so we want to change the temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit. Well, we know what C equals because they told us it's -78. So we want to take F equals 9/5. Now instead of C, we're plugging in -78 and add 32. Now at this point, you can put it in a calculator. Okay, so 9/5 is really taking 9 divided by 5 times your -78. So you have F equals -140.4 plus your 32. So if you add 32, you get F equals -108.4. Okay, so your answer is F equals -108.4, and that's the temperature in Fahrenheit. Alright, so we just have to plug in what we know for what they give us. Let's try one more of those. What is the length of a rectangle with the width 10 inches and the area is 45 inches squared? Remember, the area of a rectangle is A equals BH. Okay, so right here, and that should say A equals LW. So let me switch that first. Base times height and length times width is the same thing. Okay, so they give us W. They tell us that W equals 10. And they tell us that the area, or A, equals 45. So we just need to plug in what we know and then solve for what we don't know. So if A is 45, we have 45 equals, we don't know what L is, times W, which is 10. So how am I going to get L by itself? Well, the L and the 10 are multiplied, so we can divide both sides by 10. So we get L equals 4.5. Okay, so when you have a word problem, just read it, plug in what you know, and solve for the rest. Alright, we'll see you tomorrow.